Jesus fucking Christ. I'm coming. I know you see me. You're fine. Fuck me. Oh my God. Hello. Thank you for waiting and being so fucking patient. Of course, everything is always fucked up. But yeah, I'm here, RealiTEA, Krista Marie. And there's a lot of people in the room. I'm sweating like a... And we're going to talk... Listen to me, I can't even talk. We're going to talk Bravo because I want to talk about Jax's podcast episode. That's you guys. Hi, Instagram. And now that everybody's coming in the room, make sure everybody's here. Okay. And Mamir, thank you so much for getting my stuff for me. And wow. Okay. There's a lot of people here. I didn't realize you guys were all here. Okay, let me get professional now. So I'm RealiTEA, Krista Marie. This is the Who's Studying On podcast. This is Wednesday, election day, or day after election day. Nobody, please don't talk politics unless it's going to be positive in there in the chat. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see anybody fight about shit. Because humanity won last night. Okay, let's stick to that. We all won. So, yeah, so Jax has a podcast. We know he has a podcast with Brittany. Oh, please follow, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. If you are on all the 5 platforms that you're watching and you waited for me this long because I was late again today, I appreciate you. And if you are on the Who's Studying On replay crew, podcast side, the audio version, I do record these lives. I'll do my best to tell you what the live chat is saying to me if I answer them because I'm not talking to myself. And I'm not, if I sound crazy, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you all. And I'm talking to everybody on the chat. So I didn't take notes because I didn't have, we're not doing a show. I mean, not doing an actual Bravo episode because I already talked about Potomac and Roni's in on my nerves. I'm already doing that once a week with Dallin, and we go back, we'll start back this week. Hey, Reality Connoisseur, thanks for being here. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys so much. So Jax's podcast and then some news stories. Bravo news stories. Like Talk Show Tamara or something. Oh, and by the way, let me just clear this up. Instagram, are you there? Teresa Giudice is allowed to vote. Felons are allowed to vote. I'm a convicted felon. We are allowed to vote. We cannot vote when we're in prison. That is the deal. When you're in prison and you're a felon, you cannot vote. But once you're out, you can. So people stop sending the memes around going, oh, Teresa can't vote, blah, blah, blah. As much as I dislike her, that's not the truth. It's offensive to me. It's offensive to people that are felons that think they can't vote. We can vote. We cannot vote while in prison. That is it. Okay. I won't be doing this the whole time. I'm just praying. So, all the, oh, Melissa voted, but Teresa didn't. Oh, Teresa must have stole her sister's pin or her daughter's pin. No, Teresa can vote. She just chooses not to. This, okay? We're allowed to vote. That's not a fucking thing. Okay? It's really pissing me off. It's offensive. It's like, if he's a convicted felon and he's allowed to be president, then don't you think convicted felons should be allowed to vote? And he's only a convicted felon because freaking Biden said so. All right, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm just saying we are allowed to vote. Teresa just chooses not to. And I'm allowed to play the thing. I think I'm allowed to play Jax's podcast. The way, like, as we go through it, I react to it. Because let me just give you back history. I am forever blocked. It's Jax Taylor on Instagram. He blocked my harsh reality very long time ago, back in 2013-ish, when I hung out with him in Atlantic City, and he hung out with another group of friends of mine. By the end of the night, when he put his pictures, he said no, what's called us Jersey trash, blah, blah, blah. That's how that fight started. Then I liked him because he was barely popular. We didn't even know who the fuck he really was back then. Then he became really popular. Then I really liked him for a while. And then his dad passed away. And then the way he treated his mother is why I dislike Jax. I don't dislike Jax for some fucking petty, stupid reason. Because to be honest with you, me and Jax are so much alike. We used to be anyway. I grew up, he didn't. Like, my personality, I was him. Like, I was completely a fucking Jax back in the day. But not anymore, because I grew up. That's what bothers me about him. I think that's why I get so annoyed with him. I think me and Ryan Bailey see something, and it's weird. We see something in him that a lot of people don't. We just don't like him. Okay? He only used 12.5% of his bar. Okay? That's the funniest thing. So, all right, I'm going to put it up here because my mirror sent it to me. God damn hair on my face. Yeah, so he owns 12.5% of his bar, right? Think about it. Because he has 3 partners. He's 25% partner. And then he's got to split it with his ex-wife. Dumb fuck. My bar. Barely your bar, Jax. Barely your bar. I'm gonna get the thing. I'll share it with you guys. Hopefully I can open it. And just to be, I say this every time, we're filled everybody with white light, and we are on the most benevolent timeline possible. Oh, it's Donna's birthday. Okay. We're on the most benevolent timeline possible. And this is for the people. Okay. Now my mirror. My podcast manager. Okay. I don't know what this is, but you sent me. Okay. All right. So start with Jax. Now he's just talking about how much of a he thinks he knows about men. I didn't even know about this. Thank you, Jolene Lunzer, for reminding me of this. Shut up, asshole. I won't be that mean. I promise. But there's some things in here you guys got to hear. Share it. My back's going to hurt. The mind of a man. This guy. All right, how's it look? Okay, you guys can see him. Let's see what this dude has to say. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to play the whole thing. I don't have to stop it. But
Jax and Brittany, it is just me today, everybody. So as I promised, I'm going to do a podcast dedicated to, people wanting some answers about men and dating and relationships and, well, this new word called situationships. That is a big, I think.
How dare him think that he can go on and talk about men and really about, oh my. All right. That's going to be fun.
Gen Z term used now because I've never heard of it. And I'm definitely not claiming to be some sort of relationship advice expert or really give any productive advice, because we all know I think I'm the last person in the world that should be giving advice to anybody really about anything. But, I think I can help here with giving a little bit of, perspective.
Well, then why the fuck are you?
Where, some guys could be coming from, and maybe giving you, why I did what I did and maybe the do's and don'ts, why do a lot of men say some of the things that they do? What their actions, maybe telling you if you're dating somebody, what are the do's and the don'ts? What are the flags? Or maybe this won't help.
Get to it.
In with some great all these things. And it's like, I'm definitely not proud of no idea that there was actually terms about this. And, a lot of you have mentioned all these in your questions, and I kind of had to go back and look all this stuff up and be like, okay, holy hell, I do all these things. And it's like, I'm definitely not.
I don't think he has real questions. I think he lies about it.
Proud of it by any means. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm proud of it, but I'm definitely understanding why, why I've done a lot of these things. I literally didn't know that there was like things called breadcrumbing, gaslighting. What are some of the other words?
Can somebody tag this motherfucker for me right now and tell him I'm talking about him?
Love bombing. Benching. Benching is a new one that we'll get into that I literally just found out about this week. So, clearly any person doing these things listed below are not worth your time and have serious issues of their own. I've been honest that I've behaved in some of these ways, actually a lot of these ways before. Mm-hmm. And was I right? Absolutely not. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's figure out why, I do a lot of these things. Let's figure out why a lot of guys do a lot of these things. Let's figure out why a lot of your husbands or your boyfriends or the guy you're dating does a lot of these things. So let's get into it. Okay. So the first one, which is called breadcrumbing. So the definition, a manipulative tactic where someone gives another person just enough attention, affection, or time to keep them interested without intending to commit to a relationship. Showing interest in order to keep them interested, despite not actually having their intention for real relationship with the person. The tactic can also be done in marriages too. So, okay. I'm very, very guilty of doing this, not only in my marriage, but I've done this, I think, in every relationship that I've had. Breadcrumbing to me, is control. And even though I may not want to be in that relationship anymore.
You own 12.5% of your bar, loser.
Or even though I think the relationship is pretty much done, I still want that control. I still want them on the end of the line, if that makes any sense. And I think a lot of guys are like that because, I think we're scared and we want, I think we're scared, but I know for me, it was the control. I want to know that for me, that woman is still there.
Please, guys, if you have opinions, please look in the chat, please.
If things aren't going one way, I can always go back to that, or, I just don't want to write it off. And it's such a terrible thing to do. Like, instead of just ending it and being like, this isn't working out, or, I've decided I like somebody else, or whatever it may be, we breadcrumb. We keep them there. And
first of all, it's not we, Jax. Second of all, men your age don't fucking do this. Usually they're married by now. And if they're not, there's something fucking wrong with them.
we keep them interested. And I am 100% guilty of this. I'm not only guilty of this in my past dating, but I'm guilty of this in my marriage.
Wow.
And I'm still doing it to this day. That's the
You're still trying to hold on to Brittany?
sad part, as I'm still freaking doing this now. And even though I know the definition and I know I've been told that, I still do it. I'm not giving, I'll use my marriage, for example. I'm not giving Brittany the space that she needs.
Why
For
not?
me,
Fuck.
it's a control thing. And I'm realizing that now.
Cannot fucking stand him. Do you hear what he just said? I'm not giving her the space she needs. Why not? You have fucked with her for 9 years, you fucking piece of shit. This is why I hate him. This is why this is going to be fun for me. I'm going to tear Jax apart. I need that today. I'm going to need that today.
But it's also, I don't mean to do it. I really don't. I'm breadcrumbing, and it's a terrible trait. And for those of you going through a relationship breakup right now, or going through troubles in your relationship, and you're asking for space, you're saying, listen, so-and-so, I need a month to take a break. And this person is still texting you little things like that, like, oh, how's your day going? Even though you think you're doing the right thing, because in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, I'm reaching out because I just thought I'm being nice, or, it's a bad thing. And I'm like, why is this bad? Because you're breadcrumbing. So that's the definition of that. And if you're dating somebody who's doing that, you need to put an end to it. And if you're doing this to somebody, you need to put an end to it, because you're not helping them or yourself, even though you think you are. So
he's not talking to us people, not us in our 70s, not like him. He's talking about younger people, okay, that are still dating, not married people. Because married people shouldn't do that, Jax. Fucking black. I can't fucking see him. Okay.
Examples of,
because I know there's
I'm sorry, I'm just to go back, and some of these examples of breadcrumbing is text.
The reason I'm so hard on Jax, okay, is because what he did to his mom. Let me just explain really quickly, because I've done it a million times. I'll do it again. When his dad passed away, when his dad got sick, they live in Florida, he's in California. They don't see him very often, obviously. His dad gets sick. He begs his mom, his wife, not to tell the kids. Don't tell Jax and Jenny how sick I am. I don't know. He was going through something. He was going to die. So his mom, Jax's mom, took, she did what her husband asked her to do. Okay. Jax sees him a couple times. He dies. Jax gets pissed off now at his mom because she never told him how sick he was, right? Okay, I understand. You might be a big fucking baby for about a year. I'll even give him a year to be mad about that. But she lost her goddamn husband, sir. Do you think that she deserves to lose her son, her daughter-in-law to be, and then the grandson she still has never met? And then you guys want to tell me he's a good guy? That's the kind of guy you would marry, Brittany? And Brittany allowed him to not let cruise and around his mom, or even. I don't even think Brittany met his mom. I think Brittany met his mom once when she took a shit. This is his job of doing the fucking I guess he's doing the Lord's work right now. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's trying to just be Jax likes to talk about himself. So any chance he gets to talk about his diagnoses and what he does wrong, and I can call his fuck out because I'm just like him. But I don't I'm self-aware. I like talking about myself too, but I hate him about it.
Texting, DMing, saying things like, I can't wait to see you, but rarely following through, or at least non-consistently, essentially leaving the other person confused. God, I've done all these fucking things. Changing the subject when the conversation becomes serious. Yep, big guy. I do that too. Giving compliments one day and ignoring the person the next. I do all these things.
Let me try something different. Let me try to be nice. Let me try to literally be nice. Let me see if I can see his perspective. I'll try. Sometimes he can act normal.
And I honestly thought I was doing the right thing, and I'm literally damaging this person. So, why do we think men do this? Well, I'll tell you why I do this, because it's control. Again, I honestly thought I was doing the right thing. I that's the best way I can explain that one. I just thought I was just being nice, and I don't know. Is
it control or is it nice, Jax? You just said two different things. Were you doing it because you thought you were being nice, or you don't have to hold on to control for her. So stop saying you don't know why you did it. We're going to do therapy with Jax Taylor. You did it because you're controlling her, not because you think it's the right thing to do. Shut the fuck up. So epic fail on number 1. Okay, moving on to number 2 of his thoughts with Jax.
That's about as all I can say on that one. So here's the next one. Love bombing. Again, this is a new word for me.
Teresa and Louis.
It's been around for a while.
And Jax. Remember, he gets tattoos of women's names the first 2 weeks he meets them?
Well, the definition of this is love bombing is an emotional manipulation technique that involves giving someone excessive compliments, attention, or affection to eventually control them. Kind of goes along with breadcrumbing a little bit, right? Because eventually we want to control them. There's that word again, control. Manipulation. I guess you can throw narcissism in there too.
Yes, Jax.
But I like giving people compliments, and again, people are saying you got to stop love bombing, and I'm like,
compliments, Jax, is not love bombing. Love bombing is when you meet them and your first fucking day you're together, you're literally, you're so beautiful. Not love bombing. It's like when you literally are telling them everything they want to hear all day long. You give it all. You put it out all. You put it all out online the first day you meet them, and it goes on and on and on. You're just, oh, I love you so much. You're beautiful.
Like, why do I need to stop complimenting people? Like, why can't I just say something just to say something because it's going to make that person's day better?
No.
And that's what I thought I was doing, with Brittany. Yes, we're going through divorce, but I thought, you know what? I'm still going to compliment her. I know she's going through a hard time. I know she's going through the
love bombing, Jax. Again, it's not when you're fucking, everybody likes to compliment their wife. That's a good thing. You get in a fight with her, and then the next day, I love it. It's like all in at once. And it's like, not when you're married. It's like literally, it only happens like when you first meet somebody. Love bombing is when you first meet somebody, not when maybe I guess it can happen after you're married, but it's like love bombing when you first meet the person. You're like, obsessed.
Divorce as well as me, but how is it going to ruin her day by me giving her a compliment? And well, now I'm knowing that it's love bombing, excessive compliments, wanting to spend all your time together, or needing to be constant communication throughout the day. Yes, I still do that to this day. Even though Brittany will be like, I need some time, or my friends will be like, you got to give her some space or set some boundaries. I still have to text her and be like, how's your day going? And I'm like, even as I'm texting it, I know that I'm doing it, but it's like a habit for me because.
No, it's not, because you weren't doing it when you were married. That was the fucking problem. You abandoned her emotionally when you're doing it now because you lost her. This is what the fuck I hate about him.
No, I'm a nice person. I really am a nice person. I think I'm really doing the right thing sometimes.
I'm trying, Jax. I'm trying. But you have to grow the fuck up. All this, you have it confused. What you do is the toxic version of all this shit. This is wild. He knows he's fucked up. He didn't do this shit when they were married. And I'm sure if she did, remember she was saying, I just want him to compliment me. So the fact that he's sitting there saying that he was doing that is fucking delusional. He lives in Delulu land. I'm trying to help you, Jax, but it's not working.
More things. Early talks about your relationship, shopping together, and your future. My God, a lot of people do this when they're beginning dating. When they start dating, they start getting really into the relationship, and they start throwing things like,
love bombing.
Can we move in together? Let's go. Yeah, like shopping together, moving into quickly. My God, every girlfriend I've had, I think they've moved in within the first month. Brittany was no different. I think she moved in 4 weeks. I think in 4 weeks. So yeah, I've done all these things. And I think there's codependency there for me. I think that, I have a hard time being alone. I'm working on that now as we speak. Enjoying being alone. But I think for me, it was, just not wanting to be alone. And,
I agree. And
saying I love you very quickly. Oh, God, I think I did that too.
Me too.
Wanting to make things official straight away. Instagram official, Facebook official, whatever you guys call it nowadays. Making plans to move in together. Like I said, I've done that every time, which ultimately, results in love bomber having second thoughts and wanting to pull away or to end things abruptly after a few weeks or after an argument. Like for me, once I got the girl, for example, once I started dating, so this is, before Brittany, once I would date somebody, once I would hook them. And this is a terrible thing. And by the way, I'm not saying this was a cool thing to do by any means. I'm telling you because this is what I did. And this is what got me in so much trouble with everybody. I would, literally love bomb the hell out of these girls the first week or two. And then once I got them, like I said, hook, line, and sinker, I would wait for something so petty, such as a little argument or not showing up for something, whatever it may be, something really petty. And then I would be like, I would ghost. I was out. I was kind of like the 3-week guy. Like I would fall in love with these people or make them fall in love with me within 3 weeks. And then I was gone. It was kind of the running joke. And it really wasn't a joke, but it was my friends would just make fun of me all about it. And I didn't think anything of it. I just thought this was my thing. I thought, okay, after 3 weeks, it's over. You know, there's nothing more to chase. I would get it all so fast. And when I say get it all, this is, I don't know how I put this, you know, without sounding disgusting, but, you know, we would be romantic quickly. You know, we would, you know, the intimacy would happen fairly quickly. And if it didn't, then I would be gone. And, you know, and once I feel like once you're intimate in a relationship, it changes things, obviously.
Oh my God.
Whether they want to admit it or you want to admit it or don't want to admit it, obviously intimacy changes things. I guess people use the new word right now is catching feelings. You know, it changes things. And then, especially for a woman, especially, you know, guys, you know, when I used to do this, we just didn't think much of it. It was just somebody else we're dating and then you hook up and that would be it. But, you know, these women actually had feelings.
That's dating, Jax. I'm not talking about that. Are we? I mean, am I wrong? Is he wrong? I don't know. Are you guys even listening to this? Sorry. I know there's people watching, but I don't see anybody commenting. So I was wondering if you guys didn't want me to move on, I'll move on. Nobody else will feel like listening to someone with it. I'm having a good time talking with him, but if it's only me that like is enjoying this right now, I'll just move on to the tea. Just tell me if anybody's in the chat that wants to, if anybody's even listening. I don't think anybody's listening. I see everybody's on Twitter. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys want me to keep going, I'll keep going. Anyone? Because I'll just move on to the tea. You know. I don't know if you could hear the wind. All right, well, I don't know. I love everybody that's watching on Twitter. Nobody's saying anything. So I guess I will just keep playing a little bit longer and then move on. This sucks. I wanted you guys to enjoy it, but I don't know why. I don't see the chat moving at all. Weird. Wait, I didn't end this or anything, right? The stream's still going? Stream's still going. My mirror says, I don't know if you're here, but you're the only one here. Only one in the chat, I think. I mean, there's people watching, but I don't know. The connection says it's unstable. I'm trying to see if Twitter people can. Wow, there's a lot of people on Twitter. If they can say anything. If you guys are on Twitter, I just want to see if you guys are enjoying this or not. But I can't see your comments. So, and Instagram. I know. I'm gonna keep playing at them because I don't know where everybody's at. Like all our people, you know what I mean? I was late, but I mean, what I'm just saying.
They care about you and like all these things that you're saying, they're believing. And again, I did all this stuff. So again, why do I think men do this? Again, I think it's a control thing. It's a control thing. And I hate to use the word game in a relationship because it's kind of disgusting that you use the word game in meeting somebody and screwing with their emotions. But I have to say, it was in my younger days, it was a game. And it just sounds.
That's what they're talking about now, Jax, not in your younger days.
So disgusting to say out loud.
Yeah, it is.
If you've noticed your hair is shedding more than usual, it could have something to do with the tight braids or ponytails you were wearing over the last few months, or all the sun your hair was exposed to. This fall is the perfect time to add Nutrafol into your daily routine and Nutrafol supplements.
Let's discuss.
Okay, now you know Jax has a.
Let's discuss something we all care about.
Jax has a foot fetish.
What's on your feet? And no, I'm not talking about those super cute, but actually torture chamber shoes. I'm talking about G-Defy shoes. The shoes your feet have literally been. The next one is gaslighting. So here's again, the definition of gaslighting is a psychological tactic that involves making someone doubt their reality, memory, or sanity. It can involve blaming or using the silent treatment. Gaslighting has been such a huge word lately. And it's probably within the last year that word has been used a lot, and it's been used a lot with me, and I don't even know I'm fucking doing it. And every time I'm saying something, I have to check with myself. I'm like, am I gaslighting? Am I gaslighting? I have to ask my friends, am I gaslighting somebody? because I've never heard of this term before, and I've been doing this shit for years. Why do men do this? I think, again, it is a psychological tactic for sure, because once somebody, for me, once a girl, is I guess doubting things, or maybe like if you're in a relationship and they're getting mad at you and you're losing this is a good way to put it. If you're losing the control in the relationship, you want to make that person feel like they're an idiot.
Yep.
Their memory, their sanity, or blaming, or because you're losing the control, because that girl or that guy is figuring you out. They're getting it, and they're thinking, wait, this is happening too quickly, such as like falling in love too quickly, or getting in a relationship quickly, and then they figure you out, and then you throw this gaslighting thing out there to make them think, okay, they're crazy for figuring you out. Like, how could they think like this? So again, this is another thing that I used to do. And why do men do this? Well, I kind of just said it, because when girls do figure you out, you got to gaslight them. You got to make them feel stupid, or you're going to lose them. And
make them feel
it's terrible. Like, these are all such terrible, terrible things, but I've done all of them. So the next one here is called benching.
We already talked about this.
I've never heard of this one before. I'm just going to say that I've never heard of it. Here's the definition: feeling that there's always someone better lingering in our minds and can causes us to avoid commitment. Benchers keep their options open in order to make a wrong choice. Benchers keep their partners as disposal in order to not feel alone. Yet, benchers refrain from taking things seriously just in case they meet someone better. The victim feels like they are being toyed with, and just when they are at the point of giving up and moving on, the bencher reappears to keep them interested. This gives a false sense of hope to the victim, who may be looking for something more serious or long-term. So, why do people do this? I think, with today's social media, especially in, all the different dating apps and all that other crap that's out there, personally, I've never been on a dating app, to be honest, but I can imagine that it's because, I've never been on a dating app because dating apps kind of came out when
you were married.
Gosh, I've always been in a relationship. So when the dating apps came out, I was never really using them. I think, no, I never really got into them because I was always in a relationship, but I can imagine that it's become so easy to meet someone new just with a quick swipe, that's just, at their fingertips, basically. They can find someone in a second, and if they get bored with something, they can find somebody else around the corner. I think dating apps have gotten so big over the years. And again, I have never really, partaken in a dating app. So if you do see me on a dating app, it's not me. You're being catfished. It's not me. I'm not on there. Not that I'm too good for it or anything. I just, like I said, I've always been in relationships, short-term, long-term, whatever. But yeah, I think dating apps are scary. I mean, it's
Guys.
I don't know. I've had some friends tell me that it's been okay. I've had some scary stories on it. A lot.
I want him. He needs a podcast host.
A lot of people get catfished, I guess is the word now. So I don't know. I don't know about the benching one. I guess I definitely have some tendencies in there. I think people always think the grass is always greener on the other side, kind of thing. They want keeping their options open, even though you have something good. You want to keep your options open, right? Maybe you even use that word self-sabotage a little bit in there. I don't know. Maybe
you self-sabotage.
So the next one is ghosting. This one I've heard. Ghosting is when someone completely cuts off all ties with no intent of speaking to them again.
What he's trying to do.
So, so the big one I see all over social media, especially on TikTok, is situationships. And that's another one, but we'll get into the ghosting really quick. So you're texting a girl, it's going good. You hook up one night and that's it. I think that's the main one for men is ghosting, is maybe like a one night stand, or maybe you've gone out 2 or 3 times. You finally have the intimacy and then it's over. And I think that's the big one for ghosting. That would probably be the most popular one. Like, why did he ghost me? So I think the main ghosting one is, like I said, I think is when you're intimate too quickly. I think that's the main one. I think that's the most popular one. When you ghost somebody, I think that's the only reason why I can think you ghost somebody is because, well, you got everything you got out of the relationship, whether it was 1 week or 2 days, then you ghost them, right? So the next one is situationship. So on Google, a situationship is defined as romantic or sexual relationship between two people that is not clearly defined or labeled and is somewhere between a very close friendship and a relationship where two people spend a lot of time together, have a deep connection together, but also involve low levels of commitment. A situationship is essentially a relationship without any commitment. This is a big one now, I think. I I think the younger generation is really big into this. I think people are I know a handful of people that are doing this right now. And I like I said, when I was younger in my 20s and 30s, this would not exist. I think this is a new millennial thing. I think people are not wanting to get tied down so quickly, maybe because they don't want to get hurt. I don't know why this is such a trend. I don't, but I don't know. I do know about a handful of people that are in this right now. I think this is a newer thing. I don't know where it came. This is sound like this is so male driven, and I hate to say that, but it just sounds like a man would do this. This is more probably a male driven than female driven, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know how younger women and younger men date nowadays. I'm scared of it. And to be honest, I'm really scared, and I don't even know how I'm ever going to date again, to be honest, because I'm so scared of it. But anyway, let's get into some fan questions because, well, it's pretty popular and it's been doing really good. And I love opening up about all this stuff because, well, I think there's people out there that, can learn something. Maybe I'm learning stuff, and maybe they've been watching me over the years and want to know why I do certain things. And I feel like I can clear certain things up because, let's be honest, you watch a 45-minute show and you got, 7, 8 cast members on there. The stories are not always told, right? You see an argument, you see a fight. You don't know how that fight started. You don't know how it ended. You just see Jax Taylor going absolutely berserk, and you're like, that guy is fucking crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. You didn't see how the fight started. You didn't see how it ended. You didn't see where it all began.
Yes, we did.
And unfortunately, with reality TV, there's so many cast members that they have.
You know where it started? It started when you fucked Kristen, and then when you licked her pussy, and then she sucked your dick watching Drive.
They can only show so many clips, right? So the more entertaining clips are the clips where people are going crazy. So people just assume that I'm a nut job. So
you are.
This is what's fun about answering these questions, because I'm not really that crazy. Do I have blowups? Yeah, I do. But there's more to it. So anyway, here we go. I'm in a situationship, and I want these. I'm sorry. By the way, these are fan questions, and let's try to get through these.
You made them.
With I guess my opinion, and like I said, don't take my advice. This is just how I feel. I'm probably the last person that should give anybody advice, but here we go.
Please do it.
I'm in a situationship and I want more. Anytime I bring anything up to him, he changes the subject. What do I do? So again, I'm assuming I'm just going to.
Would you guys love to see me and Jax do a fucking podcast episode together? Just about his life. I mean, I think we should talk reality. I would actually talk reality TV with Jax. I think, as much as I've hated him over the years, I think because we're so much not alike, I used to I think that we would probably get along, but I'd have to fucking school that motherfucker every day. Listen to me, I'm actually being nice about Jax. Just because I don't like the way he acts doesn't mean I don't like him. You know what I mean? I feel like he's just he's so not aware of what the fuck he says. And how he just talks in circles. And if that makes him feel better, then we'll just have fun. We'll let him keep going. Actually, nobody's listening, I don't think, but we'll him.
I guess that this guy is probably younger than 30, or he's in his 30s. Again, this is a younger generation thing, the situationship, because this stuff that I'm here would not happen back when in my 20s and 30s. You're either in a relationship or you're not. This whole in the middle thing and not really seeing what you are, it didn't exist. And I think it's just a younger thing. In my opinion, if you're in your 20s and I personally don't think you should be in a serious.
It's called dating, Jax. Stop. He's about to say you shouldn't be in a serious relationship, but he just said that you shouldn't have situationships either.
Relationship in your 20s in this day and age. I don't think so.
Which one is it?
I just think that you guys are still learning about yourselves. I think social media plays a huge role. I think you're still learning about yourself. I think you should date, but I think you should be very open in the beginning and say, listen, I don't really want this relationship right now. I love hanging out with you. But this is kind of where I am. I have some friends going through this right now too. And I feel like they're not being very clear about what they want. They want to see how far they can take it without having to define where they are.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be married for almost 40 years and then decide to go out and meet somebody else because you're just all of a sudden not happy. You won't want to end up doing that. That'd be horrible.
And so my opinion of that is just call that person. Now, if this is a female, so it is. This is a female. I'm sorry. What I would do is just say, listen, let's meet for dinner. This is how I feel. This is what I want. If you can't give me that, that's okay, but I have to walk away. Or if you're okay with the situation, say, okay, I'm okay with it going this far, but at a certain point, I'm going to need this. So I think you have to set the boundaries. I think you need to set some kind of.
Real quick. Remember how he was just talking about the anger thing? And he's like, I'm crazy. He's like, there's more to it. But it's like, he starts to say that he's fucked up. And then he goes, well, you know what? There's more to it. Like, acting like, there's more to it. Makes it like that. Like, more excuses, I guess he was about to say. You know what I mean? Like, he was about to just say, well, it's not my fault. I knew it before he said this stuff.
Some ground rules, especially, like I said, in this day and age, the dating is so weird nowadays. It's like, it's just, it baffles me and it scares me at the same time. So
I'm glad I'm not saying
anyway, that's what I think. Do you think a situationship can turn into a real relationship? I think it can if you set the rules in the beginning. I think
what rules though?
Within the first, I would say, month, if you're still in the situationship after a month, then you have to sit down and be like, okay, this is what's going on. This is defined as a situationship. I want something more. I can't continue this going on any further until you give me what I need. And if you can't, that's okay, but I'm going to have to walk away. I think you just need to set the boundaries. I think you need to define what you're going through and not be scared about talking about it. I think a lot of men and women are both scared. I think they like what's going on.
I'll be able to sleep better at night knowing that Jax is well aware of these things. I'll be able to sleep better at night. How about you, Dan? The mirror, Danny. I'll sleep better at night knowing Jax knows these things are wrong and right. Like, what the fuck? All right.
They don't want to disrupt it and they want to keep it going. But at the end of the day, it's in the back of their mind. They just don't want to bring it up, but they don't want to fuck up everything that's going on right now. So it's kind of it's a tough thing to do because you bring it up and then you might scare the guy or girl. And then like, well, I better bounce because, well, the time's up. And now they want a definition of what this is. So that's my thinking on that one.
When Reality Hits is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Most of you listening right now are probably
the fact that she has a bigger, more of a Kentucky accent now. Why does she do that? That makes me crazy.
Multitasking. Yep. Progressive.
Are you making it clear that? Are you making it clear?
All right. Well, that was that. I want to get on since I don't know. I have a feeling is my chat not working maybe or something. Maybe it is. I don't know. You're on there, Danny. That gossip girl. Can you? Well, I guess maybe you can't tell, Amir. She said that she's blocked from chatting. She said she's blocked. Everybody's saying they're blocked and they can't chat. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm saying Erin though, and I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna go into the tea then. Let's see what we have here because you sent me everything. Thank you, by the way. Monica. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. So let's talk about Freddie's stupid Mellencamp first from Reality Blurb. Share, guys. Okay. Oh, I don't know how this came. Hold up. When I pull up, I thought I put that one on there. That's not what I just opened, is it? No. All right, well, we'll just read this one. So according to Reality Blurb, right? Real Housewives Orange County, Emily Simpson, you guys can see it, right? Emily Simpson and Shannon Bedore, vile behavior. Alexis Bellino's takedown. Okay, so oh God, Christmas. Man. So this is Emily. Look at these pictures look horrible. Emily looks really good though. So Emily Simpson admitted that despite the sympathy, I'm going to read it from my phone. I'll just that way. I don't keep going with that. But you'll see it. Hey Q. He's a good, adorable kid. All right, I'll read it from my phone and I'll just have it pulled up for you guys. All right, so I thought I pulled up Monica Garcia, but it came the Emily Simpson thing. That one came up. Garcia. Sorry, hold on. Monica Garcia. Oh, okay, I opened up the wrong one. Okay. This is going to make me mad. I love my Monica. So, according to Reality Blurb, Monica Garcia ordered to pay Heather Gay's, am I frozen? Heather Gay Beauty Lab $35,000. Wow. After she failed to pay the lip injection. Details revealed. Okay. So, Monica Garcia has been ordered to pay. Wait, my volume. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wow. Remember, she was like, Heather acted like she didn't know it was her. Over a year after Heather Gay, 50, filed a lawsuit, Heather's 50, against the 40-year-old former Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, oh my God, Krista, cast member, claiming she refused to pay for thousands of dollars worth of lip injections she received. A judge ruled in favor of Heather's business. According to the courtroom documents obtained by the U.S. Sun on November 5th, Heather's company filed a proposed judgment in Salt Lake City court last month, and on Monday, a judge approved that proposal, entering a $35,000 judgment in favor of Beauty Lab. Wow, I didn't know it was that much. In August 2023, Heather's company filed a lawsuit against Monica, which included a principal amount of $2,000 and an 18% interest charge. What? It was only $2,000, guys, and Heather put, oh my God, an 18% interest charge per year. Oh my God. So, okay, for a total of $1,600 in interest. She was also charged $15 for late fee, $600 in court-related costs. Wow. She had to pay all of that for $2,000. Now the judgment has been finalized. The company can charge Monica with an additional 18% in interest each year until the full amount is paid. What? That's fucked. Oh my God. So if she doesn't pay and she has a little bit left to pay, they're going to add interest on for another, which is like, did you see how much that was? Wow. Okay. Plaintiff is entitled to recover all future collection costs. Court costs and attorney's fees occurred in enforcing and collecting this judgment for the filing also claimed. Following Heather's company's proposal last month, Monica's attorney, Larry Reed, scoffed at the idea that she should be held accountable for paying the lawyer fees. Wow. And they did. She ends up paying them. Following Heather's company's, okay. The amount of fees sought by plaintiff in great excessive view of the amount of dispute in this action, the lawyer stated. Adding to the principal amount of oh my God. Monica's attorneys also confirmed plans to appeal the ruling, which is good. I would appeal the shit out of it. Heather doesn't need the money, right? Please tell me you guys are on Twitter listening to me. I hope somebody is. So, yeah, well, okay. Although Monica admitted to just paying $450, she claimed in her court documents to have stiffed the business for the rest of the alleged amount because they were negligent giving injections, which did not have the intended promised result. And then she claimed Beauty Lab botched injections and forced her to seek a competence party to fix the damage. Monica countersuit was thrown out in January, but she claimed was time barred by the statute of limitations, and she failed to obtain a certificate of compliance. Oh my God, well, that's pissed me off. Again, if you guys didn't hear me earlier, I'm going to pull it today. In the state of New Jersey and everywhere, we can vote. Convicted felons can vote. So all the memes going around making fun of Teresa and stuff, they're like uncalled for because you only can't vote when you're actually still in prison. Or if you can vote as a convicted felon. Okay, I'm a convicted felon and I vote. She just chose not to. And she didn't say that. People just assumed that. And we're like sharing Melissa stuff saying, oh, Teresa can't vote, making fun of her. And then, I don't like Teresa, but I'm not going to, I'm not let people say that's not true. So let's go to the Teddi Mellencamp story. Her divorce. Shocker, not shocker. So, Teddi Mellencamp speaks out after her divorce. Address hypocrisy claims. What does that mean? Oh, I can't wait to hear this one. You guys see it? Okay. So, Teddi Mellencamp speaks out, according to her own reality blurb, on her public divorce. I think Jax and Freddie, talking about all my favorites, Heather Gay. Okay. So, Teddi Mellencamp offered an update on her divorce in a recent episode of her shared podcast with Timer Judge days after filing to enter a 13-year marriage to husband Edwin, 47, and announcing her decision with a statement posted to her Instagram page. Please stop calling her that. She refuses to be fired. Oh my god, I'm frozen. The fuck? It's just spinning and spinning and spinning. Well, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat, please, if you can hear me. Anybody, please. I'm frozen, so I can't tell. Can you please tell me if you see me in the if you can hear me in the chat right now, right now. Oh, I'm back, I think. Oh, now I'm back. That doesn't matter. All right. Well, if it went out, sorry. If I get frozen, please just tell me you can still hear me. Keep it again. I'm here. All right. Well, I'll show my glasses. Okay. So Teddi Mellencamp offered an update on her divorce to her in the recent episode of her shared podcast with Tamara Judge. Teddi Mellencamp, days after filming. Oh my God, I can't read. Days after filing to enter a 13-year marriage to husband, whatever, and announcing her decision with a statement posted to her Instagram page. The split. So it opened up about her split and her kids, and she clapped back and claimed the potential hypocrisy regarding what she's willing to share. I even said it too. I can't read. I can't write. I mean, I'm having a hard. I'm like really not happy. I'm embarrassed right now. Like I'm embarrassed that there's many people watching and I can't write. I can't even talk. I can't read. I don't have my glasses, and I sound stupid. Well, here we go. I am doing all right, Teddi confirmed on 2 T's in a Pod via clip shared on Instagram by Vanderpump Recaps. At this point, I'm obviously only going to share what I shared on social media, and I'm just trying. I don't even know how to say this eloquently, but I'm just trying my hardest to make sure that my kids' privacy is protected right now, and that we are able to have all these privacy. Yeah. According to Teddi, she announces her filing on social media because she didn't want the story to blow up before she spoke out. For anybody that gives a fuck, I guess, right? For anybody that's curious why I would have posted a statement, it's because when your name that I'm going to keep working on what the fuck. I don't know. Oh my God. I don't want to end the stream. There's like too many people on Instagram. I mean, on Twitter, unless that number's wrong. I don't know. You can't hear me, can you? You know what? I'm fucking ending that. I'm about to end it. No, Krista, don't do that. I don't know I don't know why it's fucking frozen. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is not working. The only thing I can do is try to plug it in. Motherfucker, I might as well because nobody's fucking there anyway. Hold on, guys. I've been trying to plug my Wi-Fi in with the important thing I have. I know nothing about this shit. I don't know if it's gonna help, but we'll try. The fact that I'm like, my camera's fucking off. I don't want to stream the end though. I don't know if that's gonna get the picture. I'm so excited about today's live too. Of course, it's all fucked up and nobody's here. It says, "Oh my god, reload the site." What the fuck? Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I've been frozen. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to turn the camera back on. Oh. Wow. Guys, I am trying to get back. I don't know what's going on. I plugged it in. Oh man, come on. I'm really frozen. Mike, are you working? Mike, are you working? You can't hear me. No. My sound sucks. Mike, are you working? Oh, now it's working. Now can you hear me? Please say yes. Please say yes. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm really pissed. I'm trying not to look out right now because there's people watching, but I don't know why people can't comment. And why did that just happen? Like, you know what I mean? Hey, Instagram. I'm going to finish reading Teddi Mellencamp thing, but everybody keeps telling me they can't comment. I keep dropping out for some reason. I apologize. I usually don't flip out like this yet. I'm losing my mind right now. I really need to figure out this thing. Oh, man. Okay. It's a reality blurb. I was reading about Teddi Mellencamp and trying to get back to my groove, but sorry. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm like, I don't feel right right now. All right, I gotta calm down. Should I just stop this? Should I just start a new one? Should I just end this and give up today? Should I just start a new one or something? I don't know what to do. This doesn't feel like it's working. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna finish reading that. And then I think I might do a mental health check-in. I don't know what to do because I'm like, I don't know. You guys can do it. Why did I just do that again? All right, share again. If it freezes one more time, I'm just gonna end it. My frozen. Oh shit. My frozen. Yeah. All right. So, oh, by the way, I was watching Jax Taylor's live. I don't know if you guys were there, but I really liked what he had to say. It was really good. It was really good. All right, so this is about Teddi Mellencamp. I read some of it, and like the number, it looks like everybody on Twitter's watching. I'm sorry that you guys were over here on YouTube. Anybody who's on YouTube that couldn't message, or I'm sorry, just can't talk. That couldn't comment. I apologize. I don't know what's wrong. My audio is going out, and only certain people say they can. And I know there's a lot of people watching, but it's like the number does it. Everybody has to get. They think you guys are over Twitter, and even there, I can't see your comment. I hate that so much. I hate that I can't see any of your comments right now. It's just it looks like just my mod, and I apologize for my trying to. You can go to Instagram. I'll try to keep that up. Or maybe you know just. Right. He was on point, wasn't he? Is there somebody else live right now? Maybe there's no live too. Maybe there's no live. Oh, Erin, I did see you. Everybody, smaller with Erin D. I don't know where she went, but subscribe to her channel. And Q too. Q, the new channel. She's live almost every night now. Live. We did Sister Wives on Monday, and she's really good. She has a lot of news, and she gets really aggravated, and it's really funny. So definitely, if Q, you're still here, make sure her channel is linked. I'm gonna probably permanently link it anyway. But yeah. So now talking about Teddi, I don't understand. Why do you think that you deserve privacy now? You were up in everybody's ass. You were literally jumping out of Teresa's hair at the wedding. You were literally jumping out of Kyle's purse every time there's a Bravo camera around. You literally jumped out of Tamara's freaking purse every time there's a Bravo camera. You refused to be fired. You and Tamara refused to be fired. So you put yourself in our faces, and now you want freaking privacy. Yeah, you want privacy? I don't fucking think so. It's okay. You can literally dig up all the information out on people. No, why did your husband leave you? Why are you leaving your husband? Thank you for leaving their channel. So
And Teddi confirmed, sorry, she doesn't want to be a hypocrite, she said. But when it does come to this and the children, I think there's just room to give it up, she noted. You give up all the information. Why can't we make you do it? You make everybody else give up their truth. So when it comes to this is my other part. After Teddi confirms her split from Edwin with a post on Instagram stating that her priority is her children and ensuring that every care is taken in their privacy and well-being throughout this new chapter. Man, I gotta go. As soon as I'm done this, I'm going to get my glasses. Like, I go get them fixed because I'm having a really hard time reading right now. Details of the alum's filing were shared, confirming she requested full custody. Wow, her and Edwin's 3 children, 12, 10, and 4. In her court documents, Teddi also requested spousal support from Edwin and asked that a judge block him from getting financial support from her. Wow. That's what happens when you marry the guy you fucked one night and you one night stand, you know what I mean? Although Edwin hasn't yet offered a direct response to what he took to his Instagram story over the weekend with a telling message about dark days. You're not always going to be motivated and inspired. That's when rituals habits come in. Having good habits is what will get you through the dark days. It's when you're under pressure that your true character is revealed, his message said. Teddi Mellencamp was featured on the season of season 8, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I want to hear what people have to say about it. Comments from Uncle Article. This fool is thirstier than a camel. What the fuck is it being okay for her to ask for spousal support, but blocking Edwin from spousal support? California is a 50-50 state. This is comment, that guy. You already have exploited them, so why care now? Oh my God, nobody likes her at all. I always find it amusing that these people really think we give a fuck as to what they do. All for attention, pretty pathetic. Wow, guys. A barely known person making a public statement about her divorce and then her making a public statement explaining why she needs to make a public statement. Oh my God, could this stale loaf of bread get any more pathetic? Oh my God. I thought I was bitchy. I thought I was mean. You go. I should tell you I'll tell you all the people that I should say their names. Okay. The first person was Crazy Eyes. It was Ramona. That's the person that said this fool's thirstier than a cow. The second comment was from Naomi. These are all on Twitter. No. That's the one that said, what the fuck is it being okay for her to answer spouse? Okay, that was the front one. Squirrely said, you already have exploited them, so why not care now? Muffy on Instagram is the one. I always find it amusing that people think we give a fuck about what they do, all for attention, pretty pathetic. Captain JK4 on Instagram said, a barely known person making a public statement about making a public statement. Oh my God, called her still live bed. Eye in the hand on Instagram said she's asking for full custody. I have a feeling she either a scorned woman or acts like one because this does not seem amicable. This will be the worst scenario for the kids. And you know what? She's already explaining it. Oh my God, I love the comments. I love the comments. All right, so let's go to the next story. I know. I wish you guys can't see. You guys can't see comment. All right. Well, nobody cares about you. Oh my God. Oh, I already read about the Alexa Polino thing. Okay, yeah, this is a little stupid. Why is Alexa Polino? Oh my God, she had a plan to take. Oh my God, Emily Simpson on Shannon Bedour's vile behavior. So Emily is calling Shannon vile. Alexis takes down a producer's reaction. A producer's reaction to pre-DUI videos. Wow, what is the fucking point? I'll be plugging this in if it's going to do this to me. Great. I'm frozen again, aren't I? All right, you know what?
Bye.